K-pop. Demon Hunters won over fans and became one of the biggest hits in Netflix's history. But have you noticed the hidden mistakes almost no one caught during the story? After a massive show, it looked like the Huntrix had earned some rest. Bobby, always the thoughtful one, even set aside a vacation for them. Totally deserved. But the girls, in their usual humble vibe, said there was no need. He should enjoy it instead. They just wanted a comfy couch. At least Meera and Zoe were in that chill mood. But Rumi had other plans. When she got home, she just ignored all the fatigue and, like magic, dropped the song Golden. After that, she headed to her giant closet, grabbed Meera's and Zoe's outfits, and took them to the living room. Then Bobby pops into the scene, and brace yourself, the confusion begins. He's wearing a Huntrix graphic tee and a bathrobe, but when he decides to take off the robe to celebrate, his outfit completely changes. Now, he's in a black set with gold details and a plain white shirt. Seriously. Production? He took off the robe and boom! Instant transformation at cosplay level. That is definitely a classic continuity error. Or maybe that's just how magic works in the Huntrix universe. Clothes change on their own. The closet has a life of its own. And Bobby is basically a human chameleon. These continuity slip-ups don't hurt the story. On the contrary, they end up giving us extra laughs and wild theories for eagle-eyed fans. Hey guys, another super cool content is on air. Come join us for one more video on the channel. And if you think you've already seen all the weird stuff, get ready. In the scene where Rumi and Jinu share the screen, the mix-ups keep coming. In the men's bathhouse, during their fight scene, Jinu slashes at Rumi with his claws. In the very next shot, her outfit suddenly looks intact. Neat, perfect, not a single tear. Right after that, the same outfit shows up ripped, revealing her demon markings. Seriously, production? Was that some kind of wardrobe teleportation, or does the outfit have a mind of its own? It feels like that classic action movie trick where the character changes looks mid-scene, and no one's supposed to notice. For the keen-eyed fans, this became pure theory fuel. Does her outfit have some magical demon reveal power that only triggers when the action ramps up? Or is it just a continuity goof that makes us laugh and point at the screen like film detectives? Whatever the explanation, you can't deny it's a moment worth calling out and memeing about. And look, on top of all that, there's a tiny detail no one talks about that deserves the Script Bug of the Year award. When Bobby calls, Rumi picks up the phone. And surprise, the call already shows as answered, clocking 3 seconds. Hold up. Production, explain that one. She didn't even have time to swipe, and the phone was already on speaker. It's like those possessed phones you swear you hung up, but they just keep ringing. Are the Huntrix phones so high-tech they answer before you even want them to? Just think it, and bam! The call connects. Would it be convenient? Absolutely. Safe? Not so much. Imagine waking up with bedhead, grabbing your phone, and suddenly you've popped into a video call by accident. Another goof that probably flew under the radar happens during Bobby's call to the Huntrix. He warns they're already passing the stop where they should get off, and then comes the first oddity. The plane is going to land right in the stadium. How does that work, production? There wasn't even an airport nearby. But things get even wilder after that. When the demons show up, they just rip the cockpit right off the plane. And as if that weren't enough, one of the wings goes with it. At that point, any normal aircraft would have turned into scrap metal on the spot. But nope. Next shot, the plane is gliding along chill as if it's on a Sunday joyride, and it even shows up with both wings again. So here's the million-dollar question. How is that possible? Did the plane have secret powers? Maybe it was a Huntrix prototype equipped with interdimensional glider mode. Rumi being half demon and half human is no news to anyone, but there's a curious detail that probably slipped by most people. When she was a child, small markings appeared on her arm, signs of her demonic side, except in the scene where she's with Celine on the red carpet, wearing a sleeveless pink dress. None of those markings are visible. And the strangest part? She's practically the same age as in the scene where she's a kid next to Celine, only now her hair is different and styled like a magazine cover. That opens up a fun question. Are those markings not permanent? Or did Rumi discover some miracle cream to erase demonic signs? A real-life Photoshop? Maybe it's just red carpet makeup, or one of those VFX touches you only notice when you're really frame-by-frame nitpicking. Whatever the case, it's a perfect detail to keep fans scanning every frame and spinning wild theories about her universe. Before we keep uncovering the slip-ups in K-pop, Demon Hunters, drop fail, down below. The moment Rumi meets Jinu again, the scene feels like it's straight out of a Korean drama. Emotions running high, intense stares, background music, the whole package. But there's one curious detail that probably slipped by even the sharpest fans. Right after she leaves the doctor's office, he shows up with no necklace at all. So far, so good. But in the very next scene, during Soda Pop's performance, he's suddenly rocking a shiny black chain like it teleported right onto him. Come on, production, what's going on? Did Jinu take the necklace off, slip it into his pocket, and then have it magically reappear 5 seconds later? Does he have some kind of mystical accessory powers? Or does the universe just throw continuity rules out the window whenever it wants a dramatic close-up? In animation, it's super common that not every shot gets animated the same day, and that probably explains what happened in the finale. At the start of the scene, we see Rumi walking onto the stage to face Guima, and she's wearing earrings at the very top of her ears. But move forward a little and poof, the earrings are just gone. Yeah, it's a subtle continuity mistake, and most people probably never noticed. I mean, who's going to be focused on Rumi's earrings when the scene is literally the climax of the battle between good and evil? The Huntrix going up against the villain is way more exciting than wondering if an accessory mysteriously vanished. Still, for the eagle-eyed fans, these tiny details turn into gold. It's like hunting for anime Easter eggs, only with a mix of magic and fashion style. Who knows? Maybe in some parallel universe, Rumi's earrings came to life and decided to sneak away during the most intense moment of the fight. One little detail that probably slipped by you, and most of the fanbase, happens right at the end. The Huntrix finally give Guima the beatdown he deserves, and that's when something bizarre happens. The hypnotized fans suddenly wake up. Up until then, they were basically lending out their souls like a free streaming subscription to the demons. And even Bobby, Meera, and Zoe were zombie-like under the spell. But then comes Rumi's big hero moment. She snaps everyone out of it. With Guima defeated and the Hunmoon restored, the whole vibe shifts to victory. But here's the oddest part. One fan in the crowd wearing a Guima t-shirt rips it off dramatically, almost like a superhero reveal. Which raises the ultimate question. Where did that villain t-shirt even come from? Did this guy already know about Guima? Is there some secret fan base out there? Or was it just one of those classic continuity errors? Bags, outfits, and accessories are always tricky in animation, and Rumi's wardrobe is no exception. When she's about to perform the new song Golden, her voice cracks because of the intensifying demonic energy. Meanwhile, backstage, we see her unzipping her outfit. But here's the catch. That same outfit had no zipper before, and suddenly it does. Later, when she bolts home after noticing her markings, the outfit once again shows up with the zipper. What's going on here? Is it some kind of cosplay-style magical outfit that spawns a zipper only when the scene needs one? The Huntrix are powerful and have magical abilities, but so far, phasing through objects wasn't one of them. At least, it wasn't supposed to be. But surprise, in the scene on the rooftop, Meera literally phases through the couch. One moment she's standing, the next she's on the other side, as if the couch were made of tissue paper. Is this some new hidden ability, or just one of those classic animation slip-ups that make fans scratch their heads? Among the funny theories, you could even imagine Meera secretly training in ghost mode, walking through furniture to save time, or just to impress Zoe and Rumi. And speaking of Meera, here's another error that probably went unnoticed. In the scene where Bobby bursts into the dressing room to warn that the Saja boys were fighting, causing the Huntrix performance to get pushed forward, Meera is seen punching a heavy bag with a photo of Abby's abs taped onto it. But then comes the funny detail. In the very next shot, the photo looks totally different in size and proportions. Did the picture have a life of its own, changing shape to match Meera's rage? Don't miss out, hit subscribe and lock in all the next videos. After Rumi ends up being exposed, showing her demon side on stage, she runs off to find Celine after being tricked by the demons, and that's when one of the most intimate moments between them takes place. At one point, Celine almost touches Rumi's face, but surprise, right in the next shot, her hand is clearly farther away than it should be. A classic continuity slip, It's the kind of detail nobody notices in the heat of the moment, but that makes the sharp-eyed fans scratch their heads. In the famous airplane scene, when the girls are scarfing down food, one detail really stands out. Out of nowhere, Meera's instant noodles just vanish. Only Rumi's food remains, along with a soda can. It's that classic continuity mistake that most fans probably let slide, but the detail hawks in the fandom surely didn't miss it. In the scene where the Huntrix join the Saja boys on a comedy variety show, they take part in a challenge to see who can handle the spiciest chili sauce. Jinu notices their arrival, pulls them in closer, tells them they're not alone, and even sets up a slide for them to come down. The problem? They're all wearing leather outfits, which makes the whole situation far from comfortable. The impact noise alone must have been painful for them, and probably very awkward for anyone watching. But the funniest part comes when they land in the ball pit. Rumi and Meera fall backward, while Zoe falls forward. And that makes no sense. If Rumi and Meera had really fallen that way, they probably would have hit their heads, since there wasn't enough space to pull off that move. Despite the potential physics disaster, the fall ended up being funny, delivering that classic slapstick comedy moment. Still, if you stop to think about it, it totally defies physics. A curious detail pops up when the Huntrix are rehearsing their new song in the penthouse studio. On the walls, you can spot several photos of the Saja boys. In one of Mystery's photos, there's another picture right next to it that stands out. But here's the twist. When Zoe starts acting all smitten, Meera steps in and rips the photos off the wall. Only, surprise, it's not the same picture. Now the photo is larger and shows way more details than before. That's another textbook continuity error. The photo changes size from one shot to the next, as if it had a mind of its own. When Derby, the blue tiger, goes to deliver Jinu's message for his meeting with Rumi, a funny moment happens. She ends up knocking over a vase. But if you pay attention, you'll notice something odd. The vase's position in the very next scene is completely different. Whatever the explanation, the scene turned out hilarious and proves that even tiny details can become memorable moments for anyone watching closely. At the end of the day, all these mistakes feel like a gift to the fans, because they add that extra thrill of hunting down hidden details in every scene. If animations are your thing, check out these two super cool videos we've prepared. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video!